Mackenzie Blake has rewritten the Princeton women's lacrosse record books during her 4 seasons at Sherrod Field. A sociology major from Haddonfield, New Jersey, Blake's 231 goals are the most ever by a Princeton women's lacrosse player and sit as the second most ever by an Ivy League player. Blake amassed 263 points during her career, ranking 4th all-time at Princeton and 6th all-time by an Ivy League player. The 2025 unanimous Ivy League Attacker of the Year, Blake is a 3-time first-team All-Ivy selection whose 2025 season has seen her break the Ivy League record for goals in a season with 89, surpassing a record that stood for 44 years. A 2-time selection to the Tewaaraton Award watch list, an award presented annually to the nation's most outstanding player, Blake was an honorable mention All-American in 2024 and will garner All-American honors again this spring. A part of 2 outright Ivy League championships, Blake led her team to 3 NCAA tournament appearances and 4 tournament wins in her career. One of the best rowers in the country, Catherine George has paced the Women's Open 1V to 4 consecutive Ivy League titles and NCAA appearances. A 2-time first-team All-American, George was selected as a finalist for the CRCA Athlete of the Year as a junior. All George has ever known is the first varsity, as she helped the Tigers to the Ivy League title and a bronze medal at NCAA's as a freshman. At the time, the boat's best finish since 2013. As a sophomore, George rode on the varsity 8 that didn't lose in the regular season, including a victory over number 1 Texas that ended the Longhorns' 22-race winning streak en route to another Ivy League title and bronze at NCAA's, marking the first time in program history Princeton finished top 3 in consecutive seasons. A history major from Cheersley, United Kingdom, George has secured 3 All-Ivy accolades and has led the Tigers 1V to a 34-3 mark in her 4 seasons during the regular season, including 2 more Ivy titles in 2024 and 2025 that has extended the first varsity's stream of Ivy gold to 8 consecutive seasons. Few women's golfers in program history have put together a 4-year career like Victoria Liu. A computer science major from Vancouver, British Columbia, Liu has won 8 career tournaments during her time as a Tiger, which is tied for the 4th most wins all time by a Princeton women's golfer. A 2-time Ivy League Player of the Year in 2023 and 2024, she began her career with a selection as Ivy League Rookie of the Year in 2022. Liu was the Ivy League Championship medalist in 2022 and 2024, making her one of 4 players in Ivy League history, each of them fellow Tigers, to win multiple individual Ivy League women's golf titles. Liu is a 4-time NCAA regional selection, twice competing alongside her teammates after an Ivy title, and twice earning an individual at-large selection. A 3-time first-team All-Ivy pick, Liu has won her home event, the Princeton Invitational, 3 times. In 2023 and 2024, Liu received a sponsor's exemption to compete as an amateur on the CP Casey Women's Open in Canada to make her first 2 career starts on the LPGA. An 8-time Ivy League champion, Mina Scatchard is one of the most accomplished distance runners in the history of Princeton women's track and field. A 2025 NCAA indoor runner-up in the mile, Scatchard is just the 2nd Tiger to place that high at nationals. At the conference level, Scatchard won individual Ivy League titles in 4 events, while winning 4 4x800 relay titles. She's a 9-time first-team and 3-time second-team All-Ivy honoree who set 4 facility records during her championship performances. A public and international affairs major from North Yorkshire, United Kingdom, Scatchard holds 7 program records, including the 5,000-meter, 1,500-meter, 3,000-meter, mile, 800-meter, 4x800 relay, and distance medley relay, while ranking 2nd all-time in 3 other events. A rare middle distance runner that also excels on the cross-country course, Scatchard is a 2-time All-Ivy performer and finished 2nd overall to lead the Tigers to their first cross-country HEPS title in 9 years. Scatchard's individual accomplishments and leadership have led the Tigers to the program's first Triple Crown since 2011. A 4-time CWPA All-Conference player and soon-to-be 3-time All-American, Kayla Yelensky was the engine of the Princeton women's water polo team's offense during her time with the Tigers. Yelensky led the Tigers to 3 CWPA championship appearances, including the 2023 and 2024 titles. In 2023, Yelensky registered 60 goals and 87 points for a squad that finished 30-4 overall, just the 3rd team in program history to reach 30 victories. Princeton won the CWPA title that season and reached the national semifinals for the first time ever, marking the first time a non-West Coast team advanced to the Final Four since 2016. This spring, Yelensky set a new career high with 94 goals, becoming just the 3rd Tiger ever to reach 90 goals in a season. A School of Public and International Affairs major from Stamford, Connecticut, Yelensky is a 3-time ACWPC All-Academic Team member and CWPA Scholar Athlete, finishing her career with 278 goals, second most all-time at Princeton, along with 113 assists, 91 steals, and 179 drawn ejections.